Hi, I'm Nick Ballster with Control Panel Supply. We're here today to talk about the dual axis electrically adjusted multi-position assembly table. The table is designed to make panel assembly more ergonomic and easier to work on. It features an adjustable height and adjustable tilt and an open base design so you get right in there and not be obstructed from your view. It also comes standard with 4 casters, a safety latch for the bottom half. The table is very flexible. It has a maximum capacity of 400 kilograms or 880 pounds, and the maximum panel size as equipped the way it is 44 inches wide up to 80.5 inches tall. That could be expanded to 80.5 inches wide and 80.5 inches tall with optional side extensions. It comes equipped standard with 4 casters. 2 of them are locking so the table doesn't move, and 2 of them are free floating or standard casters, so it's easy to adjust and move to it wherever you want. The tilting adjustment is from 0 or all the way flat up to 70 degrees, which is almost vertical. "70 degrees is almost vertical. Any further and then there would be a hazard of tilt of falling forward, so that's why it's limited to 70 degrees for safety reasons. The height adjustment goes from 32 inches all the way up to 46 inches, so a shorter assembler or taller assembler you can adjust up and down to meet their best location, and it also allows you to work on the lower part of the panel at a higher height and the higher part and lower it down so you can reach it a little easier. It's applied with a handheld operator, and adjusting is very easy, up and down by the push of a button. One of the main benefits of the tables is that it's an ergonomically convenient workforce. You can get right up there. There's an open base design, so there's no obstruction to your feet. You don't have to stand with your arms fully extended. The adjustable height allows you to reach the center of the panel without having to lean over, so it's easier on your back, easier on your arms, so you don't have to reach so much, and much safer in that if you're a shorter assembler, you're not standing on a stool trying to reach there, which could be a possible trip hazard. The table is shipped fully assembled. Uncrate it, plug it in, add the extensions, and it's ready to be used. And it is equipped with multiple channels, both horizontal and vertical, to add a plethora of optional equipment. This is an optional side extension. They're sold in pairs and they're inserted on both sides of the assembly table. What these are used for, they are used to increase the maximum panel width from 44 to 80.5 inches. Once installed, there's a couple hand knobs on the back. You simply loosen them, adjust the extension in and out to the desired width to support your cabinet, and tighten them back up. Vertical extension. This piece replaces the normal top extension and allows the maximum panel height to go from 80.5 inches to an 84-inch height. These, once installed, you just loosen the hand knobs, adjust to the height desired, and tighten it back up, and you're ready to go. This is the optional battery pack, which can be added to the assembly table. What this allows is the table to be operated fully while not plugged in. You can move the table anywhere, making it fully portable and still operate at full speed. The battery pack can be plugged in and charging while operating the table plugged into the wall. You unplug it, move the table where you want, and you're good to go. This is an optional wire guide. What it is used for is it will hold the different wires that you want and leave them right here, readily accessible for you to use and wire on your panel. It has holes for 3 larger wires and 3 smaller wires, and you could use more than one per table. These oftentimes are used in conjunction with a wire roll support. This is an optional wire roll support. It is used to mount a spool of wire anywhere where there are vertical and horizontal locations to install this. You can put a spool of wire and keep it readily accessible for you to use. Also, multiple of these can be installed on the table for different colors, different wire gauges, or for multiple spools of wire. These are optional panel stops, which can be purchased along with the assembly table. These are mounted along the bottom of the panel and provide a solid support for a deeper enclosure or a more vertical surface to install a control cabinet on the table and provide much further support away from the base of the table. The panel stops can be mounted and they can be adjusted in and out to allow space for mounting tabs for tabbed enclosures, and they're typically used in conjunction with control cabinet straps. These are optional control cabinet straps. These are used in conjunction with panel stops or on smaller panels. They fasten usually to the top, and they can either hold the top of control enclosure or the tops of smaller panels to support the top. And they can also be used with an oversized panel to loop over the top and support the top of the oversized panel. This is a pair of heavy-duty mounting plates. They mount along the bottom side of the extension, and what they will do is provide a continuous support for a back panel or an enclosure. Instead of just 2 single points or 3 single points, it's a continuous line for heavier cabinets, heavier enclosure, just to provide a much more robust support. Here's the optional tool holder. This tool holder is attached to the table, which allows easy access and storage for assembly tools, pliers, needle nose, side cutters, screwdrivers, etc., and just mounts to the table just so they're easily accessible and easily to find back where you put your tools. This is an optional roller conveyor. The roller conveyor replaces the bottom extension. So you can see it has the additional safety latch for if the clamps are failed. Rolls in there and you adjust up and down with the hand knobs as you do the bottom extension. You can raise the tilt up and allows the back panel to roll off the end to put it into the cabinet, or just to remove it and put it on a pallet or move it to another location. These are quick change assembly clamps. They can be replaced or they can supplement the screw clamps. They have a spring release which allows for quick change out of your back panel. If you have a high volume or want to just an easier way of doing it, they will allow for a quick change of panel. You unpull it, they'll lock open, you put your new panel in, lock it in, and you're ready to go. There's a similar model, very similar to this, which is a cousin to this model, has the adjustable tilt, much the same. It just does not have the adjustable height. So it's a fixed height for a lower cost or a standard setup. You can purchase either table, the dual axis or the single axis, from our website at www.controlpanelsupply.com. They typically are in stock and could ship within a few days depending upon trucking. It is shipped by truck, so you would need to have a loading dock to unload it. Thank you, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.